Good morning, children. Hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. Myself, Libna. Listen, you have studied the unit 1, among that section 2, a visit to the doctor. I know all of you have learned the chapter. Today we are going to start with a grammar part, that's Concord. Children, please be ready with your textbook, page number 23. All of you take your textbook, page number 23. Listen. Concord. Have you heard the word Concord? Some of you may heard the word Concord. Listen to your class. The relation between the number of the subject and the form taken by the verb is known as concord or agreement. Concord, other name is or subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. Listen. Every sentences will have a subject and a verb. The concord means the agreement between the subject and the verb. Listen here. Concord means the relation between the number of the subject, and the form taken by the verb. Listen. The relation between the number of the subject and the form taken by the verb. Here you have to notice the word, the number of the subject. The number of the subject. You have to underline in your textbook the word, the number of the subject, and also the form taken by the verb. Listen. Concord means or subject-verb agreement means it's an agreement between the number of the subject and the form of the verb and the form taken by the verb. That words you have to study. The relation concord means the relation between the number of the subject and the form taken by the verb according to the number of the subject, whether it is singular or plural. According to that, the form of the verb also will change. Listen to our textbook. Look at these two examples. He loves Norway. We are visiting my grandparents' house during the summer holidays. These are the two sentences from our chapter, A Visit to the Doctor. Listen. After a singular or an uncountable noun and after he, she or it, we use a singular verb. After a plural noun or they, you and we, and after nouns joined by and, we use a plural verb. Listen. I hope all of you understood this one. This is an agreement between the number of the subject and the form taken by the verb. Another name for the concord, that means subject-verb agreement, also called subject-verb concord. What's it? Subject-verb concord. Listen. In our textbook, it's clearly given that after a singular or an uncountable noun and after he, she or it, we use a singular verb. Listen. He, she, it. Singular noun. That means example of any one's name we can give. One example, Ram. And also I am giving uncountable noun. Listen. He with he, she, it, singular noun and uncountable noun, we are using singular verb. We are using singular verb. He, she, it. A noun, singular noun and also uncountable noun, we are using singular verb. You, they, we, and with the plural noun. Plural noun, one example I will give. Rohini and Aisha. Plural noun means more than one person, okay, or place or things. Here I have taken the name of a person, name of persons. Listen. You, they, we. Plural noun, you have to use plural verb. Plural verb. You, they, we, and plural nouns, you have to use plural verb. Listen. One more detail I will give. When you have to use the auxiliary verb has and have, that means that will be helpful for you. You have to know which one is singular, which one is plural. Has we are using, has the auxiliary verb we are using with the singular subject, and how we are using with the plural subject. Listen. I, you, they, we. Okay, I, you, they, we. Another examples. John and James. With I, you, they, we, plural nouns, you have to use have with he, she, it. Okay, this means plural noun. Plural noun, he, she, it, and singular noun. Listen. Aza. Aza is a singular noun. Which one you have to use, you know? You have to use the auxiliary verb has. You have to copy these are the things into your notebook. I, you, they, we, John and James, that examples for plural noun. You have to use have. He, she, it as a singular noun. Any name of a person you have to use has. You know, with this much information, that will be helpful for you to do the exercises that's related to Concord. Listen. If I am giving one example, I will give. Listen. One example I have written here. He dash ride bike. Options are given here. Like or likes. Listen. What we have studied with he, she, it. Singular nouns and uncountable nouns, you have to use singular verb. Okay, whenever we are using the singular verb, it will be in simple present tense. We will add s or es to the word. Okay, then he dares to ride bike. Like or likes you got? I know all of you got the answer. Which answer you got? Like or likes? He? Yes, your answer is correct. He likes to ride bike. Another example, one more example. She dash very hard. Work or works. Okay. She dash very hard. Work or works you got. He, she, it, singular noun and uncountable noun. Which one we will use? Singular verb. Okay, then which one is the answer? Work or works? We have to add yes at the end, yes or yes at the end of the verb. Okay, he, she works very hard. Then if I am writing myself, I dash to read books. In the case of I, you have to use singular noun or plural noun. Which answer you got? I dash to read books. I dash to read books. I like or likes? I like to read books. Listen, some of the examples are given in your textbook. Listen. Fill in the blanks within the following two passages using the right verb forms. The first one in each passage has been done for you. A boy comes back from his first day at school. Here, answers are given in bracket. You have to try to do with me. Listen. A boy means singular or plural, a boy? Yes, a boy means singular. A boy comes back from his first day at school. Next one. His mother dash him. So what did you learn? His mother. His mother means the mother is singular or plural? His mother. Yes, his mother is a singular noun. So we have to use ask or ask the. Yes, your answer is correct. We have to use ask. Asks. Okay. The boy dash. Not enough. They dash me to come back tomorrow. The boy is singular or plural? Yes, singular. The boy replies. I have written here you, they, we and plural noun. We have to use plural verb. They want me to come back tomorrow. Listen. I hope all of you got the answers. A boy comes back from his first day at school. His mother asked him. Second answer. So what did you learn? The boy replies, not enough. They want me to come back tomorrow. Then you have to do the second work as your homework. Okay, your homework, page number 23, question number 2. Listen. Fred, one example is given here. Fred goes to his doctor. What dash to be the trouble? Dash the doctor. According to this one, you have to find out whether the subject is singular or plural. According to that, you have to choose the verb from this passage. Hope all of you got what you mean by concord. Concord means the agreement between the number of the subject and the form taken by the verb. Okay, then through the workbook activities, you will be more familiar with this section. Listen. Next one is pronouns. All of you heard the word nouns. Nouns means name of a person, place or things. Then the pronoun means instead of a noun, we are using pronoun. Instead of a noun, we are using pronouns. Instead of a noun means instead of the name of a person. name of animals or name of things, we are using pronoun. Just look into your textbook. A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. Then the personal pronouns are, some examples of pronouns are given here, listen. I, you, they, we, he, she, it. These are some of the examples for personal pronouns. I, you, they, we, he, she, it. Listen. Personal pronouns include I, you, he, she, it, we and they. Indefinite pronouns include, which are the words you know? Indefinite pronouns means it's referring to one or more unspecified objects or beings or places. Unspecified means, one example I will give. Some examples are given in your book. Everyone, everybody, nobody, no one, everything. Listen. Indefinite pronouns. Everyone, everybody. Indefinite pronouns referring to one or more unspecified persons or things or places. Listen. By hearing the word everyone, everybody, we don't know the exact number. Everyone, you know, everyone means how many number, or everybody means how many persons, we don't know. Everyone means how many persons also, we don't know. That means everyone, everybody. These are the words to show indefinite pronouns. No one, okay, somebody, everything, nobody. It's not showing an exact number. You have to notice the word indefinite pronoun is not indicate an exact number. Okay, which are the numbers we don't know. Listen, I will give some examples for you. With indefinite pronouns, we have to use singular verb. With indefinite pronoun, we have to use singular verb. This is in page number 24. Listen. Everything was ready for the party. Listen. I have used here everything was because this indefinite pronoun everything is singular. So I have used here was. Everything was ready for the party. One more example. Listen. One of our satellites dash lost in space. The options are given here, is or are. All of you listen here. One of our satellites. Listen, in your textbook it's clearly given here. In the next page, the words one, once, these, and that, those are also used as pronouns. Could you see? Listen, with that, one example I have given here. One of our satellites dash lost in space. Then while doing this question, you may check This word satellites, it's singular or plural satellites? It's plural. But you have to know, among these satellites, one of our satellite. This one that's used as a pronoun here, one of our satellites lost in space. This one is used as a pronoun here. So you have to use is here. Right? One of our satellites is lost in space. I will read, just look into your textbook. Personal pronouns include I, you, he, she, it, we and they. Indefinite pronouns include everyone, everybody, nobody, no one, everything and something. The words one or ones, this or these and that or those are also used as pronouns. Then one more example I will give. Everyone dash, she is very beautiful. The options are given here. Say or says. Everyone dash, she is very beautiful. The options are given here. Say or says. I have told you these indefinite pronouns are used as singular. With the singular, which one you have to use? Say or says? Which answer you got? Yes, the answer is says. Everyone says she is very beautiful. One more example. No one dares to hear my health problems. Listen. The options are want or wants. Okay. No one. One of the examples for indefinite pronoun. With no one, which one? With one or wants is given. No one is a singular pronoun. So you have to use one or wants, no one. Yes, your answer is correct. No one wants to hear my health problems. I hope all of you got this idea. What do you mean by pronoun? Instead of a noun, we are using pronouns, and also personal pronouns. I, you, they, we, he, she, it. And some examples for indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns means it's not showing an exact number. Okay, we don't know how many number. Then that's example. Everything, something, nobody, no one, everyone, everybody. And other words, some of the examples for pronouns. One, once, these, that, those. Okay. Then you have to listen to the question number B. Here are two jobs. Fill in the blanks with suitable pronouns. The first one has been done for you. Listen here. A school inspector saw two little girls in the front row of a class and they were absolutely identical. Identical means look alike, same way. You must be twins, she said. No, miss, dash answered together. Which pronouns you may got here? You must be twins. From that word you will get the number of the persons. You must be twins. She said, no, miss. Which answer you got? They answered together. What's the answer there? They answered together. But dash are sisters, aren't dash? But what may be the answer? Yes, but you are sisters, aren't you? In the last class we have studied about question tag also. But you are sisters, aren't you? Dash asked. From this picture we could see that the teacher is a female. So what we will write? She asked. Yes, miss. Dash replied. What may be the answer? They replied. And how old are Dash? And how old are you? She asked. Dash are 9. What do you know? We are 9. Dash said at the same time. They said at the same time. Then Dash must be twins, said the inspector. Then you must be twins, said the inspector. No, miss, Dash are triplets. Our sister has got the flu. No, miss, we are triplets. Listen. Whenever we have studied personal pronouns, that means subject pronouns. Subject pronouns examples are this one: I, you, they, we, he, she, it. And also objects pronouns are the object pronouns. Me. Object pronouns examples are the me, you, them, us, him, her, it. And also in lower section you have studied about possessive pronouns also. Subject pronouns, object pronoun, possessive pronouns also. These are the additional information for you. Possessive pronouns means to show someone's ownership. Hers, yours, mine, his, such as. Okay. Then these are the things, these are the informations about pronouns. Here you have to study only about what you mean by pronoun. Then personal pronouns, indefinite pronouns and other examples also. Other informations are subject pronoun means personal pronoun, object pronoun and possessive pronouns also. Listen. Then another example is given here, the second question. This one you have to do as your homework. Okay. Another homework for you. Homework in page number 24, question number B2. Second question you have to complete yourself. Okay, that's lengthy. Anyway, the answers are very easy. You have to read it well. Then if you, some of the words you may not get at the first time, anyway try it. That answers are very easy. Listen. And next one we are going to talk about and so does and neither does. And so does or neither does. Listen. And so does or neither does. And so does, that means one feels the same way. And so does means one feels the same way. Neither does means what do you mean by neither does? Neither does means one also does not. One also does not. Listen. And so does and neither does. And so does means one feels the same way. Neither does means one also does not. Listen. All of you take page number 25. There you could see one box. Look at this table about the likes and dislikes of two friends. This and so does and neither does talks about someone's likes and dislikes. That means one feels the same way. And neither does means one also does not. That means to show the dislike. Two examples are given here. You have to look the see. Now write out the information above in complete sentences using and so does or and neither does. Examples. Mayura likes music and so does Kashmira. It means Mayura and Kashmira like music. Mayura doesn't like sports and neither does Kashmira. Mayura doesn't like sports, so that Kashmira doesn't like sports. Listen. Then we are going to conclude our grammar part, today's grammar part. After that we will turn to our workbook. Which are the things we have studied today? What you mean by concord? What you mean by pronouns? Then and so does and neither does. Now you have to take your workbook, page number 9. All of you take your workbook, page number 9. Listen. When I was a child, unit name is given here. When I was a child, grammar in use, subject, verb, concord. Listen. You have to try to do with me one or two examples I will give. Then we have to discuss it. On the spot you try to do your answer. At that time I will give the correct answer also. Listen. A. Fill in the blanks in the following passages by choosing the right verb forms. The first one has been done for you. First one. Henry, when you already the answer is given here. First one. Henry, when you grow up, what do you dash to be? With you is plural, but we are using what? Want or wants with the plural. With you. Which one? Henry, when you grow up, what do you want to be? I dash to follow in my dad's footsteps. Yes, I want to follow in my dad's footsteps. What is he? I don't dash. Already we are using I don't know. Second one. Do you dash your mother clean up the house? Do you help or helps? Yes, do you help your mother clean up the house? I dash a 7-year-old girl. I ask a 7-year-old girl. No, she dash. What's the answer? No, she reply or replies. We know she is a which one? Singular. No, she replies. I dash make the mess. I help make the mess. Listen. Then you have to do your third question as your homework. In workbook, page number 9, question number 3. In workbook, page number 9, question number 3, do as your homework. Turn to the next page, page number 10. Pronouns. The heading. Study this extract from a visit to the doctor. Listen. Nothing much, my mother said, but I think you have got adenoids. Now that was a difficult word for an 8-year-old, so I asked her, what are they? It is obvious that the underlined words in these sentences refer to someone or something. I will read it again. You have to notice the underlined words. Nothing much, my mother said, but I think you have got adenoids. Some pronouns are underlined here. I, you. Now that was a difficult word for an 8-year-old, so I asked her, what are they? Which are the pronouns are underlined here? I, yes, you, I, again her, they. Listen. It is obvious that the underlined words in the sentences refer to someone or something, that is referring to something. Okay. Here are the persons or things they refer to. I means in this extract means a piece of a part from our story, A Visit to the Doctor. I means here the author's mother, that means the mother. You means the author, the person spoken to. That adenoids, it's here that is referring to adenoids. I, the author or speaker. Her, the mother. They means what are they? What do you mean by adenoids? That means what are they? That is adenoids. Words such as I, you and they are called pronouns. Underline that sentence. Words such as I, you and they are called pronouns. Sometimes such words are called personal pronouns. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun or a noun phrase. That sentence also you have to underline. Next, turn to the question B. Read the conversation on the next page and write what the pronouns refer to. A few have been done for you. Listen. A conversation is given here. Listen. From that conversation, some of the pronouns are underlined here. You have to write down here who are the persons here. Who are the persons mentioning in this underlined, through this underlined pronoun. Kashmira. Have you seen the new children's film that's showing at the plaza? You. The pronoun you is underlined here. You means in the next person is Jyoti is given here. Then you means Jyoti. Jyoti. No, I haven't. Have you? No, I haven't. Have you? Who is the I? Who is saying this one? Jyoti. So I means Jyoti. In this way, you have to write here. Already the pronouns are given here. Then which are the persons mentioned that you have to, or things mentioned that you have to write to this table. Listen. Kashmira. No, but I would like to. Naveen says it's a nice film. This one is spoken by Kashmira. Then who is the I here? Kashmira. Naveen says it's a nice film. That it means the film. Then the next one, Jyoti. When did he see it? Who is the he here? Who? Naveen. And it means the film. In this way, you have to do the following. Kashmira. Oh, last evening he saw it with some of his friends. Jyoti. Did they like it too? Kashmira. Well, say. Well, yes, I think so. Jyoti. Why don't we see it this afternoon? Kashmira. Yes, let's. Shall we take Mayura along? Jyoti. Oh yes, she would love to join us. You have to read this again and complete that one. Next one, fill in the blanks in the conversation below with the following pronouns. You may have to use some of them more than once. Okay. Some pronouns are given here. You have to complete this conversation, and sometimes you have to use the same pronouns more than one time. Okay. That you have to do. Next one is fill in the blanks with the suitable pronouns. Mrs. Sarah is very upset with her brother. Dash was supposed to meet Dash at the coffee shop at 4 o'clock. Dash has been waiting for half an hour. Dash plans to wait till 5 o'clock but not any longer. Her brother phoned as Dash was entering the house, but Dash didn't answer it. Dash was too angry with her brother and didn't want to speak to Dash. Okay, fill in the blanks with the suitable pronouns. Other works are in page number 11. Question number C. Page number 11, question number C, and page number 12, Question number D. Okay. Then I have given here this table, question number C and question number D. Another work is and so does or neither does. Listen. And so does or neither does. Study the following table. That means you have to listen to the table. Likes hockey, plays the tabla, has a cycle, wants a dictionary. Some names are given here: John, Jaya, Jessica and Jabir. Someone's likes and someone's dislikes are showing in this table. Listen. That tick is showing the likes and the cross mark is showing dislikes. Now complete the sentences below using and so does or and neither does. One example is given here. You have to look into the table. Listen. John plays the tabla. John plays the tabla. You could see in the column of John's and also plays the tabla, you could see tick mark. Then who is doing? Yes, in the column of Jessica also there is a tick mark. John plays the tabla and so does. So who is doing? And so does Jessica. Jabir doesn't play the tabla. Yes, Jabir is cross mark. Jabir doesn't play the tabla. And neither does who? Who doesn't like here? Whose dislike is showing? Yes, Jaya. And neither does Jaya. 2-3 examples I will give. After that you try to do yourself. Listen. First one. John likes hockey. Then we have to look into the column hockey. John likes hockey. Then who likes it? And so does who? John likes hockey. Then and so does who likes? And so does. Yes, in the Jaya's column also tick mark is there. John likes hockey and so does Jaya. Okay, that means John and Jaya like hockey. Next one. Jessica doesn't like hockey. That's showing Jessica's dislike towards hockey. Jessica doesn't like hockey. Second one. Jessica doesn't like hockey. Jessica doesn't like hockey. And neither does who doesn't like hockey? Yes, Jabir also doesn't like hockey. Jessica doesn't like hockey and neither does and neither does Jabir. And neither does Jabir. John likes hockey and so does Jaya. That sentence is showing like. Jessica doesn't like hockey and neither does Jabir. This one is to show dislike. One more example I will give. John doesn't have a cycle. John doesn't have a cycle. Then who doesn't have a cycle? Yes, who? John doesn't have a cycle. Then who doesn't have a cycle? In the third column, John and neither does. What we will write? John doesn't have a cycle and neither does. Yes, and neither does Jaya. And neither does Jaya. In this way, by looking into the table, you have to do this. Question number 4, 5 and 6. Fourth one, Jessica has a cycle. That's positive dash. And who has cycle here? Jessica has a cycle. What we will write? And so does? Yes, Jabir. Okay. John doesn't want a dictionary. And who? And neither does. Who doesn't have a dictionary? And neither does. Yes. Who? Jessica. Sixth one. Jabi wants a dictionary. Then you have to do yourself. Okay. Then hope all of you understood this class. You have to study concord, pronouns, and so does and neither does, and to do your workbook activities as well as your textbook activities. Okay, hope all of you understood. Thank you. Have a great day.